Hello beautiful people, I'm going to colour in the Hippo-Pot-O-Tea from my recent book Awake. I think this little guy is so much fun. I love the expression on his face. I was going to use Ohuhu markers and I'm going to make him some vibrant, fun lavender pink colours. Well, I might start off with some dark blush. I have been playing with some blending techniques. I was wondering whether it would be more fun to blend from light to dark or whether it would be more fun to blend from dark to light. I think that's a subtler blend than if I was to go the other way, which I think leaves me with a line. Yeah, not so much. I think either way works. I might go with my dark blush to start with. And I'm just going to do this area of his body in that dark blush. Now I've got to concentrate so that I can get all my colours where I want them. Look at that lovely pink. Is this a rosy cheek? Is this a beauty spot? I'm not sure what that is. And while we've got this pen out, I might balance his arms, filling this as well. Lovely. I'm going to come back in with a pink rose, or a rose pink. Trying to give some dimensionality and a lovely colour blend across this top or the back part of his body. I also want to bring in some on that arm as well. I might sort of end it under this eye, a bit up under here. Lovely. I'm going to bring some of that blush back in just to help blend it a bit softer. Right, and for the edges and for the back I'm going to use some Pastel Violet. Well, I'm pretty happy with that. I am tempted to go a little bit further with some white violet, just on the edges. And once again, I might try and blend that in a little bit. Going back to the Pastel Violet. Just going to give him some spots. Just drawing little circles, just for fun. I'm going to put some on his cheek and maybe some up on his arm. Sunspots. Yeah, I think that's fun. I'm really happy with that. Alright, I'm going to pull out my Pastel Peach. Pastel Peach is becoming a favourite colour of mine. I think I use it mostly, it's because it's the lightest one I've got. I think there is a pastel variety of these coloured markers which have a whole lot of lighter versions of colours, which I think would be a good thing to have for dark tones. The pastels are fun to work with, and they I think would lend themselves better to be coloured over with pencils later on. Right, I'm going to bring, whilst that's still a bit salmon pink in, and just sort of try and get a blend happening there too. And once again, I'm going to back in and try and soften the edges. Doesn't matter too much. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that. All right, now this fat little belly, I think we're going to do the same treatment, and I might also bring his tail into play too. Well, I haven't thought of a name for this little hippo. I'm open to suggestions. So if you know of a good name, let me know in the comments and we'll give him a name. I'm quite fond of him, so it might be fun to bring him back into play in another book. And while I've got my salmon pink, I'm going to add some more spots. This time around his belly. And I think that's wonderful. This beauty spot. I want to bring in some of that colour in there as well. As well as the inside right here. Start with the pastel peach. And then bring in some of that. Oh, I love him. Alright, I'm going to bring in some darker colours now. Some vivid purple and some deep violet. I'm going to give him a nice dark coloured hat, which is along the lines of the colour of his body. Grass green. I think we need to contrast the colour. For all these mauves and yellows, we're going to green. I'm going to bring in a lovely green stripe around his hat. And give him a green bow tie. Beautiful. I'm just going to come in over that with some deep olive green. For a bit of shadowing. Not too much, just a little bit. I think already he's looking happy. Alright, I've got some terracotta and some brick brown, and I'm going to get this table sorted. Just going to lay down a terracotta base. And then I'm going to bring in the brick brown to pick out those shadows. Let's talk teapots. I think for the teapot I'm going to give it a warm grey 140. Before I do that, I'm going to add a stripe. Well, if you're going to add black, I suggest you use a waterproof back black so that your markers don't smudge it, and give it a moment to dry. Just wanted to mirror that. I might do that up here as well. All right. Now I'm just coming in with a darker warm grey to throw some shadow. And I think I'm going to bring in some of the greens into this teapot. This is a yellow green, so I'm going a little bit lighter. And then I'm going to bring in my grass green, which was the colour I used for the bow tie and for the sash around the hat. I'm just going to rub some of this in and get some blend happening. All right, maybe we bring some purple on those spots. What do you think? Is it too much? I think it might be too much. Might go with the salmon pink instead. Now the lightest colour I've got is a warm grey 140, so I'm going to do his teeth that. Just because I don't want them to stay white. And while I'm at that, I might do this steam, that same colour. All right, I think we're almost getting there. I'm just going to bring in some white pen. This is a Signo Pigment white. And what I'm thinking of doing is polka dotting the ribbon around the hat and also the bow tie. Now I'm just going to pick out highlights. able to just lift it a little bit in my teapot. Gold ink. Final touches. It's going to bring this china pot to life. Wonderful. Now I think I might also bring some more dots in around this snout. The smaller dots than the other one. I'm pretty sure the snout of the hippo is quite textured. And I'm going to bring some of that warm grey in for a bit of a shadow line. And I might bring in just a slight darker warm grey, if I can do it without smudging everything I've just done. And there you have him, our unnamed hippo, brewing a pot of tea. I had a lot of fun colouring that. I hope you've had fun watching. I hope you're having fun colouring in your copy of Awake. And I can't wait to see and hear how you're doing with it. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I shall see you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe and like. And yeah, I'll see you later. All the best.